Welcome back to another review, this time for the anime Makina-san is the Love Board. This one had 12 episodes and was airing in spring of 2025. We have the synopsis on AniList. This risque romantic comedy story centers on Eita, an introvert Mecha otaku high schooler who has a crush on the school's most popular girl, Makina. When Eita finds Makina at her doorstep, he's flustered, and even more so when Makina reveals her secret, that she's a sexoroid. What's the fact? A robot designed for pleasure, and she's asking Eita to conduct some repairs on her discreetly. While Makina immediately tries to make a move on Eita physically, Eita struggles to contain himself while also hiding her secret. Okay, interesting description. Now, it is an ecchi. You definitely can't watch this one with some, with your parents. It does go a little bit further, however, not in the real sense, so to say. So there are a lot of innuendos and they say stuff that could be interpreted that way, but nothing really happens. So if you expect something to happen, it's an ecchi anime. It is not art in that sense. Even though it tries to, thread the line. Now the story part is like, you have this very popular girl, Makina, and she goes to the same school as Eita, and Eita is like, oh, robots or androids, so awesome. He's like hobbies guy. Now he finds her at his doorstep, and she's nearly destroyed. So he takes her in, he's repairing her, she's grateful, and she tries to, pay back. Now we find out that she is supposedly like a spy robot that tries to get to their target physically in the form of like sexual relationships. However, she never got taught anything about that, and whenever she wants to search something in that vein, she has like a content filter that blocks all information. So it's very weird what is really happening here. We also get to know that she's very advanced robot, so this is not normal. She's very advanced. Everything is fine. Now we have this romantic comedy relationship because while he's repairing her, mostly fine, her leg is always falling off, and that is like the comedy part, and the reason why she's staying with him, because he's the only one that knows her secret and can repair her. She has no recollection where she comes from, who made her the factory. So he has to try to fix her, and he does somewhat, but the leg is the one that always falls off. So he has to help her. We get like some comedy, and the leg is mostly the part that is sexually innuendoed, because she's like, don't push it all in at the beginning. I'm sensitive there, and don't blow, don't suck, and it's all related to her leg. That is innuendo part. You do see, it's ecchi, so you do see bare breast. Again, anything that is on the line is all related to her leg, which is, that is how they want to get around that. Now, the censorship is a little bit weird. So, the bottom part, her crotch is always, or most of the time, censored. Some of the scenes are not censored. However, she's like a Barbie doll, which is weird. Why are we censoring that then sometimes and sometimes not? I don't know, maybe it could be the source that I watched on had it censored and sometimes not. I don't know. Overall, this is like comedy, not really romance. It's mostly comedy. We do get introduced to some other characters later. We get to introduced to her. So she is also a robot, but her way to get information, she's also a spy robot, I mean. Her way to get information is by, you know, being adorable and more or less being like the little sister type of robot and getting information that way. And then they have another robot, this is this one, which seems to be mostly military type. She's the one that can fight. We don't get anything of her. She's in the show for like 2 episodes and not even much. So I don't know what the deal is with her. Overall, I mean, it's fine. It has some comedy, the ecchi aspects, you know, they try to get around it. They do straddle the line. I did not find it that erotic. In my opinion, this one is definitely better than the other one that was what is it? The Yandere Elf. This one I feel like is better than the Yandere Elf, which doesn't tell you it's not a high bar in my opinion. However, if you really want to go into an ecchi anime, I would recommend more Makina-san. I find that one more interesting. Now the good part about this one, similar to the Yandere one, it's only 10 minutes. So you can get through all the 12 episodes in like 2 hours, easy peasy. If you skip ahead or maybe times 2 even faster. I would not recommend watching it though. People gave it a 53 on any list. On my anime list, 5.58. I would give it like a 6. It's meh. Normally I would, if it's like an okay show with like some ecchi, I would probably give it like a 7 like Takemino-san, but this one is just not that interesting in my opinion.